Hey, happy Friday everybody. So we're going to talk about the first mod in my new garage, the new house here. And my buddy Leo is here to help us. Leo, what you got to say? Thanks, Leo. Good talk, good talk. All right, so we're going to show you a mod that we did on the Porsche. And then actually what we need to do today on the bucket list is to wash this beast. Tomorrow's motorcycle day at Cars and Coffee. So we're going to take this out and wash it. What are you doing, Leo? Alright, so let's talk about the first mod that we did on this car in this garage. Not the first mod to the car. Hopefully you guys can see it. So this is my knockoff blend mount. It's called motor mount. You got a TM, like it's trademark here. There you go. I don't know if you guys can see that. So this I got on Amazon. I want to say it's like $30 or $40. And basically I'll show you from the inside, but I'm using that for my Valentine 1 radar detector. Okay, we're inside the car now. So I have a Valentine V1 Gen 2 radar detector, and I was looking for a better way to mount it. I had it mounted to the windshield with the suction cup, and then what I did was I ran the you can see and watch some of my previous videos, you can see I ran the wire under this headliner, down the pillar, underneath, and then I plugged it in here into the side passenger cigarette lighter outlet, or 12-volt outlet. But I wanted something a little more clean, a little more seamless integration. All right, first of all, you see I'm in the car. I'll even open the door. Lights turn on. You see the radar detector does not turn on because it's not wired to the lights. It's wired to a power. So here's my key. That's right, flip-flop mafia in the house. It turns on with the ignition. And if I turn it, the key off, let me pan out. Pull the key out, it turns off every single time. 100% of the time, works exactly like that. Now I'm going to show you how I got this all up there. So here's the power wire, and I have it wrapped under here, through this behind it, and under here. And I did it that way so that when you're on the outside of the car, you see no wires, you see nothing. Now I'm going to take this headliner piece off so you can so you guys can see what it looks like. Actually, I'm going to open the sunroof too so you can get some more light in here. A friend of mine who also has a 911 has got the same radar detector. He bought one of these and it worked perfect for him. And he showed me which one he bought. So I looked at it, and then I didn't buy the exact same one he did. I bought my friend Larry. I bought one similar, and there's some pros and cons, and I'll talk about all that in a second. Also, what I bought was some pigtails, and that's the most important part of this. I want to show you how to wire it. If you have a 911 997.2 generation, it might be the same for the .1. I'm not sure how to wire this, and actually it might be the same for the 991s. I'm not sure, but I'm going to show you how to wire it, and so it turns on and off with the car. And the only tool you need is this screwdriver. I got this. This is from my Porsche toolkit under the frunk. This is the only thing you're going to need. I'm lying. You're going to need this to remove. You're going to need this to remove this upper headliner piece. But you will need a Allen key that comes with that. But if you want to save time, what you're really going to want to use is a socket. A socket with an Allen bit on it and a ratchet. I mean, you can sit there and turn the Allen tool that comes with it by hand, but it's going to take you forever. If you just go get a socket with an Allen bit on it, That'll be your best thing you can do. All right, if you guys can see, right here, the garage buttons, or if you have blanks, you have to pull this off so you can get to those 2 screws underneath here to access that. So let me pull that off real quick. I know it's going to be tough to see, but there's a little slot. All you need is you just need the straight screwdriver, and there's a little slot right there. You just put it underneath there and pry just barely, and this whole thing pops out as an assembly. The buttons don't come off. There you go, and you just pull that down out of the way. If you pry this from this side, you're going to pop the buttons and the cover off, and then you have a fun time of trying to find it. I did that, and I lost the button for about a week. I couldn't find it, and I finally found it between the seat track. But if you pry it where the slot is, it comes out very nice and gently. That's it. So then you flip this over to your Phillips head. You pull out the 2 screws that are in here. And the only reason I'm showing this is just for your power connection. I think I skipped ahead. I did skip ahead. I'm going to show you something here in a second. Let me get this off, and then I'm going to show you why I'm even doing this. In my head, I'm hearing the Jeopardy song. That took too long. Don't have the answer. Yeah, come on out. Usually they come out easier. But because I'm doing this on video, of course it's going to be harder. There you go. Save your 2 screws, don't lose them. All right, then to pop this off, it's easy. Just pry it from the back. It comes right off. You can also use your screwdriver if you want, or if you got actually if you have an interior trim piece, that'd be better so you don't mess up this Alcantara, but it just snaps off. You hear it sounds like it breaks, it's not breaking.
Unknown caller.
Sorry about that. So that was Joy Audio. So now you know Joy Audio works. Car's off, but I haven't. Actually, that was a Porsche. Never mind. Disregard. All right. So there you go. Trust me, I didn't break it. It sounds like it broke, but it didn't. Let's see if I can pull this camera up. You can see there's 2 clips right here. That's what the popping sound is. You have an Allen tool right here. This goes in there. That's for your sunroof. In case your sunroof ever gets stuck and you can't open it, you pop this off and you can open and close your sunroof. All right. So the wires that I tapped into are the ones hidden in here. So I'm going to pull those out real quick, and I'm going to show you exactly how I tapped into them and which ones to use. All right, so the kit I bought had 3 of these power wires. You see, this is the connection for the Valentine V1, and the other end of it is 2 little tabs. Now this kit came with 3 different wires. Here's one of them. Came with 3 different wires. I used the one up there that works that fit my connection the best, and it was actually very easy to tap into the back of the wires in here. And I found I think it was on Redlist, it told one of the guys that had already done this and told me which wires to plug into. So let me set this back up and I'll pull this off and I'll show you exactly where it is tapped into. Alright, so with my screwdriver, I'm going to try to just pry this out. This is just pressed in there, so I can get that out. It came off so easy the first time without me even doing this, but now that I'm doing it on camera, it wants to not come out. So this harness, let's see, how's it come out again? Oh, I gotta pull this off. Just pull this out of the way, these 2 wires. Pull these out of the way, and then flip it over. All right, you guys can see that. So I flipped it over. There's a little tab here, a little tab here. You gotta get those tabs out so it'll release this harness. Really need a 3rd hand right now. It's coming. There we go. Oh my gosh. All right. So this is where I'm at. This is the point you're at before you tap the wires. So you're looking at this and you're like, well, how the hell, these wires are bent almost 90 degrees. How am I gonna get this off? These two are covers. So don't pull this one off. You want to pull this side off. Let me pull it off. Just lift it up and it slides right off. All right, once it slides off, actually I inadvertently slid this out. So if you look in here, so I can show you, here's my tapped wire. Actually, before I put this back together, I'm going to try to turn this around so you guys can see it better. So here's your brown wire. It's hard to see. There's a gray wire here and there's a brown one right next to it. It's hard to see. I'm actually plugged into the second slot here, not the first one. The first one is gray, the second one is the brown one. On the bottom here, this is plugged into the first plug. It's a wire, and that's the orange and black. I'm trying to get these other ones out of the way. You guys, I don't know if you can see the orange and black, and it's trying to come out now, but that's easy. You just push it back in, and I can feel it click when I push it in. And here's the trick, putting this thing on. It's not easy to go on. It has little, has this has to fit against the wires just like this end does, and it also has a groove, and I think it locks from what I remember. So we'll see. Okay, I remembered the trick now. All right, so this has a little tiny hole in it, and this has a little block in it right here in the end. I know you guys can't see it, so you got to slide this in there, and see it covers just this right here. It doesn't go all the way to the end. It goes right over here. That wire's trying to come out again. Okay, so just get it started in there. There. And you just work it until you can get it on there. It will get stuck on the way. You're going to have to play with it. And it's going to take a couple tries, and then you'll finally get it on there. So I think I'm going to fast forward to when I got it back on there. So you guys have to see, watch me struggle with this. Well, maybe I got it there on the first try. Oh, never mind. Got it. Bam. And it clicks in place. And then it's protecting your wires here. Nothing is sticking out, so nothing can get shorted. It's completely covered. So then you just tuck this back into here, into this big piece that we knocked down earlier. Big plastic piece. Get that out of the way. I apologize if the camera's shaky. I don't have it on a hard mount. There, just put it back in. These tabs will just relock. Put your brown and blue cable back over the harness like that. Flip this back over. Push it back in place. Bam. You're all harnessed up. The next step is to put this back on. That's easy. All right, there's a clip here on the front of this thing, right here. So that clip, you guys can see it, needs to go over the plastic headliner piece right there. You'll know if you got it right when this edge sits flush against here. If you don't, you'll have a gap. So just pay attention when you put that back on that you have it flush against there. And if you're not 100% sure where it's supposed to go, most of the time it leaves, see the impression? It leaves the impression where it's supposed to be. So you can tell by the impression and the gap in the front if you got it on right or not. So let's push that back up. Alright, so I could show you. So this side I got on right. See, this side's all nice and flush, but I know the other side's not on the right way because even without looking at it, I can feel a gap over there. See the gap? So that side's not on the right way. I need to fix that gap. Alright, so let's try this again. Pop it back down and put it back on. All right, this time I think we're good. Because, let's see, this time it looks flush all the way around. Looks and feels flush all the way around it. This camera's doing a weird thing. It's on video. It's not on 360, but it's acting like it's on 360. It's weird. See no gap, so we're good. All right, so now just do everything you did in reverse. Put your 2 screws back in. Don't forget to put the screws in before you push up those buttons. So here's my 2 screws. Another way you know you got this headliner up right, because the screws go right in, they don't fight you. It's very smooth, they tighten right up. Bam. Screw number 2. Oh, there we go. It's in the wrong hole. No jokes, please, no jokes. And that's it. That's the only thing holding that on. And to put these back in, it's pretty simple. You just slide the harness back up in the hole. It's got plenty of space underneath there. Get the connector piece up first, and then push them, and they'll click back into place. Make sure your ignition's off, or you'll open your garage. Hear the click? It's a pretty hard, solid click. I'll shut up this time, and maybe you can hear it better. All right, everything's back together. Now, does everything work? Well, let's turn the ignition on and find out. Let's move the camera. You heard the GoPro. The lights still work. Yep. Far away. There you go. They work. Garage door buttons. Let's lit up. All right. Sunroof. Does it work? Yep. So you have any doubt anything's working? It's all working. Garage door button number 1. You see it light up behind us. Garage door is opening. Let's close it. Garage door is closing. That one works. I don't have 2 and 3 programmed. I'll do that in the future. GoPro is working. Or I'm sorry, not GoPro. Valentine radar detector is working. Ignition off. It turns off. Ignition on. Turns on. So it's all good. As usual, Leo was just supervising. Leo, I'm talking to you. You know I'm talking to you. Hey, Leo. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I have another mod coming real soon. I've got the wheel spacers. I finally bought wheel spacers. I finally broke down and bought wheel spacers. So we're going to put 7mm in the front, 15mm in the back. That seems to be the pretty much standard go-to on the 911s, on the 997s. Could go more, could go less, but I think that's the common sizes found, and we're going to do that. I was planning on doing this week. Probably going to push that till next week. Because tomorrow, like I said earlier in the video, tomorrow's motorcycle day at Cars and Coffee, so we need to clean up that Ducati, make sure that Ducati's ready to go for Cars and Coffee. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video. Leo, we're done. Come on, man, let's go. You don't want to get out of the car? I know, it's a pretty nice car. I wouldn't want to get out of it either. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Oh, one more thing I forgot to share. So James, Auto Amateur, and Jay Reed. So when you guys did your most recent live stream, and I was chiming in on it, and I told you I've been on the Dragon 10 times. I wish I would have blown up the pictures every time I went. but I didn't. But I did get one print of me on the Dragon, and I just wanted to show that to you. There you go. Let me get a little closer so you can see it better. That is me. That is 3 or 4 motorcycles ago. So that's me on the tail of the Dragon on what bike was that? That was my Kawasaki ZX6R. Very nimble. Kept it in second gear because second gear would reach 99 miles an hour, but also do 30. And pretty much stayed in second gear and used throttle control to control the bike. And actually, you can see in my visor, you can see the camera crew from Killboy or whoever I took this picture from. That's my friend Matt behind me. This was the last time Matt rode with us, I think. I don't think he went with us all the following years. But this was, I think this was year 1 or 2 that I took this picture. That's me on the tail of the Dragon. So, can't wait to do it. Looking forward to it. Have everything planned. Leo may or may not go. I don't know. He's not too motivated to do anything. So, I really want to bring Leo, but it does not seem like that area is too pet friendly. So that decision still has not been made, but I will be there. You will see me tail the Dragon. I'm looking forward to it. Catch you later.